Okay, digital marketing friend, listen up. A few years ago, I coined this phrase, virtual spiderweb. And it's not as crazy as it sounds, but I have a woman, a friend, a client, a total badass in the industry right now who is making waves by taking action and teaching others about this virtual spiderweb. Welcome to the Life by Design podcast. I'm your host, Kim Ward, a certified master life and business coach, NLP practitioner, and your guide to building a life and business that you absolutely love. Carla, I think you're the first person that has taken this and totally built your own empire out of it. So I'm so glad that you're joining me today.
Thank you. I'm so glad you taught me.
I mean, come on. We know that our content disintegrates on certain platforms rather quickly. And we also know that we should recycle, we should repurpose, but not everybody leans into that because there's a fear or there's a misconception that, just because they've seen my content once doesn't mean they should see it again. And I think that prevents a lot of people from doing what you're doing now. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you are doing.
I started out, I came off of a pivot, a crash, as it were, from one digital platform. And it really took me a minute or two to figure out, now what? Mm-hmm. And I landed in the affiliate marketing space. And then I did a big no-no. When I caught the concept of it, I thought, I can do this and this and this. And I gathered all these things, spent all this money, only to realize, I can't promote that. It doesn't feel right in my gut. So then I thought, now what? So I fell back on an old friend that I didn't like very much in the beginning, my blog. As the more I wrote, the more I started falling in love with it again. And then I figured out I could marry digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and my blog. Then your spider web came into my brain and I'm like, well, how do I do that? So then I started doing videos and putting them on the blog. But then I found out there's certain things you can and can't do to get it out there, to push it out there. So then enter Pinterest, because Pinterest allows me to push it everywhere and anywhere.
Say it again.
Limitation. The more I do, the more recordings I make, and they aren't perfect, but it's me.
I love that.
And this was difficult for me. I've really learned to embrace who I am. And when I found, if you really, really know me, I'm very snarky.
We love that about you.
But I withheld that from my blog, from YouTube. And when I started putting that in there, everything changed.
Ooh, wait, tell me more about that.
Well, I'm starting to find my people.
Ah, okay. So authenticity, being who you really are. We've heard this before, that it's going to repel some people, but because of the fear of turning people off and not serving everybody, we're reluctant to do so, because I think deep down, many of us, number one, we want to be loved and we're people pleasers. Let's just call a spade a spade. And so you found that your voice, your authenticity, your snarkiness, that girl, that woman doesn't need to be silenced. And because you brought her out, you're finding your tribe, you're finding your people. They're finding you.
And it's kind of comical although I hope I don't get myself in trouble, when I'm replying to people who are owning their opinions, which is fine,
Yeah.
they're leaving comments on my YouTube, I'm addressing them in my same snarky, 100% truthful, and it shuts it down right now.
Girl, I do that too. And I walk away sometimes. I'm like, ooh, was that a little harsh or was that a little? I'm like, no, that's who I am. Like you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, okay?
Yep, yep. And then on the heels of the one who I had to reply back to with an iron fist came a wonderful one that said, "Thank you for being so honest and so open. I needed to hear this today." And it was like,
Wow.
oh, that's what I'm looking for.
I remember our friend Ray Higdon, and I know that there's many, many, many people who also feel this way. But one of the things that Ray said that helped him become better and become more successful was having a bad boss. She was mean, she was curt, she was basically like she ruled with an iron fist almost. But he said, I learned more from her. I didn't know in the moment because we learn in reflection, but it was
Mhm.
that tough love that made me develop the skills, the thick skin, the things that have helped me become successful. And you think about it, and it's just like what that person said. Thank you. We need that, right? We don't always need everyone to, oh, good job. Yeah, you're right. It's okay. Don't enable me. That's why our society is the way that it is. So I want to ask you a couple of questions because, blogging feels so 2016. What is it about a blog that serves you and that serves your audience?
I learned decades ago that when we're on other platforms, it's real estate and it has an owner and it's not us. When we're there, we have to play by their rules.
Yeah.
And it's getting worse and worse, as we all know. And so truth gets shut down and deleted, where misconceptions and lies are promoted pretty heavy. I didn't want to play like that. And so I just left and developed my own real estate where I can say what I want to say, sell what I want to sell. And if someone loves it, great, I'll welcome them in. And if they don't, they're welcome to not enter.
Yeah.
That allows everybody the choice that they're entitled to.
I love the strength and I love the boldness behind your conviction because it's like, this is what it is. If it's not for you, there's the door. I love that. I honor that. I do want to call out the elephant in the room because there's a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, blogging, there's no instant gratification. Oh my gosh, like I need money now.
Mhm.
So I don't want to give away because you have an amazing checklist. I don't know what's in there, but I'll ask you that later. But as far as the blog, I get this because I teach Pinterest. So it's the long game. It's the foundation. What is it about the blog that feels different than social, aside from having a voice and being able to speak your truth, that is you're willing to be patient and wait for that delayed gratification?
Okay, so let's talk about social for a minute. When when I have spent an hour writing the blog, making the graphic, doing all the things, and I post it to social for someone to see, A, most likely they're not going to see it. B, tomorrow it's gone anyway, so who cares? With the blog, once I do it, it's there forever. working, working, working. And when you use the checklist, here's the key.
Okay.
When you use the checklist, the blog isn't just an article sitting there. It's getting seen because people are looking for what you're writing about.
So good. How do you determine what to write about?
I'm trying to think, how do I determine it? Let me think a minute. Because I just,
Because there's so many types of blogs, right? I mean, there's lifestyle blogs like Carrie from Sex and the City. There's educational blogs that are more niched and more topic specific, and there's travel blogs. And so if someone's like, you know what, I hear you. I'm a little fatigued with social. And if we're being honest, I had a conversation with our friend Roxanne last night, and I'm going to be interviewing her later tonight for the podcast. And she's like, it's social. Social is meant to be social. We, as the women business owners that we are, we forced our businesses over to social media, and then we get PO'd when they're shunning us or where the algorithm is stunting us, and we have to find other creative ways to run the business, which is not the intention of social media. I get you, I hear you, but what do I write about? Is there a starting point, or do I just get to word vomit and write about whatever's on my heart like a personal diary? Because I'd like to
well,
pop off on a blog sometimes too.
so I have a story for that. This is going to take you part of my journey. In 2009, I came online. Young, naive, came out of corporate, didn't have a clue. I had to ask my teenage daughter what a blog was. 2009 versus 2025, I was a very different person. Her answer was, it's like an online diary.
Mm.
Well, as I was writing my blog articles, I was in health and wellness at the time, but I would tie it into a family situation, a family member, whatever. I need to go back and redo all of those articles. They're not appropriate. Fast forward to today, a lot of friends on social were coming to me saying, I want to do what you do, but how do you do it? And I was like, I can't teach that. I don't know that. So then she changed her question and said, but would you walk me through these steps? How do I start here and get here? Tell me how to do that. So I did without thinking about it. And she goes, you just taught me.
Wow.
So I thought, well, then I could write about that. And so I'm just taking tiny little bites of what I do for blogging and writing about it so other people can learn too.
I love that. Because especially when you're in a space as the person doing what you do, most of us would agree that we have people coming to us that really do kind of ask us the same questions, right? It's like, I know how to do it. They want to know how to do it. So you do get some common questions over time. So by creating your blog, you are essentially creating like a training library for people that now when someone asks you the question, instead of explaining it for the 100th time, be more, you can say, what a great question. And because I've been asked that question so many times in the past, I've got a resource for you. Here's the article. And then you're not shy to provide the education. And as you mentioned earlier, things like affiliate marketing, where you're able to infuse and weave relevant offers and relevant resources in there that do open a stream of income for you. It's a salesy approach to providing value and resource for people. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm super excited that you put this checklist together. So who's your blog checklist for?
It's for the everyday entrepreneur who has struggled in all the typical ways that we have learned over the years to promote their product, their business, recruit. It's for the journey that I've taken is sort of in the checklist too. And so it can help you figure out what's your next step. My journey was really, really, really ugly and messy. And if in these checklists are self-preservation, quite honestly, it helps me do what I need to do in an organized way because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want other people to waste their time writing a blog article and then it just sits there and the crickets start eating the paper.
That's so, ugh.
So instead, by using this resource, they'll accomplish so much more.
I love it.
And actually it frees up brain space.
Which we all need.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. I remember back at the beginning of my journey, you and I are very, very similar. I came out of corporate. I didn't come into the online space for business until 2015. And I would look at the people that I respected and I was really in awe of, the six-figure earners, the people who had created the lifestyle that I really craved. And I remember asking and thinking, like, just tell me what to do. I'll do it. Just tell me what to do. And there was never a person willing to say, okay, this, that will get you on your way to create a strong foundation. Instead, what they did say to me was, enjoy the journey. And that would make me steam because I'm like, you want me to enjoy the journey? I am broke. I am stressed. I'm trying to figure out how to make money. I'm not enjoying anything. I'm just trying to fight through.
Yep.
So I respect the fact that you've really created a formula that isn't for any one particular niche. It's not for any one particular industry. It's like, this is the foundation. And if you do 1 + 1, you're going to equal 2. End of story. And I think you're right. That takes a lot of the overwhelm, the frustration, the confusion, the doubt. And that, as an entrepreneur, we know that's what keeps us stuck and frozen a lot of the times.
Yes.
So this is invaluable.
And I will add on to your stack, your value stack. It will save you time from hopping from this course to this course to this course to this course, and you still don't get your answer. It will save money.
It's huge.
This is the foundation. And upon the foundation, you can build whatever you want.
And not chip away at your confidence, because that's a big one too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how I put my pants on. This leg and then this leg.
Let's not talk about pants.
Oh, that's right.
I have a funny story for you. Dead serious. You know how I put my pants on backwards?
I do. They might not, but they do now.
I found out why.
Why?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm never ready.
I have the pants on today.
The right way or backwards?
The right way.
Okay.
But when I went to put them on, the pockets were in the back, right? They're in the back. When I put my foot in, I went, oh my God, the tag is on the front side.
Who does that?
I don't know. And I started laughing. That's why I put them on backwards. I saw the tag.
Okay, I take back everything I said about you. Did you write a blog article about that day?
I did.
I thought so.
Facebook post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like Carla has one of the funniest freaking blogs I've ever read. I mean, you have to, it is funny. She's like created this Facebook post about, it was backward jeans. So like there's the butt and there's the pockets in front. And I'm like, what is she doing? And she self-admitted on social media that she wore her pants backwards for an entire freaking day without realizing it. I'm like thinking, that really takes some skills or some talent. Like that's some next level stuff. And so it's a funny story, but Your blog, it just makes me giggle. It makes me laugh. And it is the epitome of a well done asset for a business owner, for an entrepreneur, because it's, as I call it, edutainment, right? You're entertaining and you're educating at the same time. And it doesn't feel as stuffy for people. And that's what you look at your numbers, you look at your analytics, you can see how much what we call stickiness you have on your blog. People are staying and they're consuming multiple pages when they stay, and then they come back and then they share it out. So when we call this virtual spider web, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, because a spider web is meant to capture prey. We're not insinuating that anybody is prey, but it's that stickiness and goodness that keeps people within your ecosystem and wanting to come back. And I'm just applauding you for creating such a resource for other people to be able to create that kind of posture and confidence in themselves for their business in order to serve others while creating income for themselves.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a journey, but I wouldn't trade any of it. I just wouldn't.
And that goes back to my previous statement when they say enjoy the journey. Would you not agree that the journey has been frustrating at times and
Yes.
overwhelming at times?
Yeah.
But when you get through it and you get to the other side, it's so beautiful. And you understand why people say, enjoy the journey, because we have to grow through things. We have to grow through. But it's also nice for someone to say, here's your checklist, do this, 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 and this, and you can still grow through it.
Mhm.
And that's what we're giving you today. So
Yes.
we do have people asking for number one, how do we find your blog?
It is Carla J. Gardner, and let me spell that GARDINER.com.
Okay, carlajgardner.com is the blog.
Mhm.
And how do we devour this checklist of yours? Get it?
It's the same URL with a /blog dash checklist.
If you have any questions for Carla, I want you to put them in the comments. She loves to come back around and engage with you as her snarky, sassy self, which you'll see, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And you're building such an authentic audience, which, as you would share with us, how does that affect the rest of your business? I would assume your open rates are better, your views are better, your engagement, your conversion, because you're talking to people who get you and who know that you have what they need, right?
Yes, it makes it so much more enjoyable.
That's a good word, Carla. Yeah. If you want to enjoy really the fruits of your labor and enjoy what you're building, I recommend that everybody, regardless of your business, has a blog.
Mhm.
And it starts with Carla's checklist. Do you have anything you'd like to leave our guest with for this conversation? I can't even take myself seriously.
Just do it. Get off the fence
No, that's Nike's last words. What do you?
and just do it. Seriously, though, it's not hard. There's no age limit.
Yeah.
Uh, there was an 88-year-old great grandmother that started a blog, started building her email list, and started a YouTube channel for her legacy to her brand new great granddaughter, to show her, not to give her money, but to teach her it's never too late.
I forgot to tell you, I was on Pinterest this morning and I found this woman. So I started to research her a little bit. It took her 10 years, and she built a $5 million blog in 10 years from doing exactly what's in your checklist. I reviewed it. I'm like, oh snap, Carla doesn't even know this lady. And she built a $5 million blog over 10 years. So
Wow.
I'm not saying anything other than go get your checklist, download it, take the action, and enjoy Carla's blogs because they are funny, funny, funny. And you'll learn what other kind of crazy stuff goes down in her life. The most recent trend is the crash dummies, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, my friend. Carla,
Yes.
thank you so much for sharing this with us. I love your
You're welcome.
yes, I love your heart. And friends, you've heard it. I mean, start with the checklist and go from there because it is a journey. We love you and thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you.
And hey, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And as always, friends don't let friends grow and develop alone. So share this episode with someone you love and care about. We'll see you in the next episode.